This book presents a series of quiet, insightful talks on the heart of Zen practice, moving beyond theory to point directly at the experience of a mindful life. It begins with a radical invitation to abandon our usual ambitions, not just in meditation but in our entire approach to living. Our culture prizes achievement, status, and constant progress, which leads to agitation and stress. The path offered here is different. It asks us to find peace and contentment within the activities that already make up our day, to engage with them fully without a motive beyond the engagement itself. This shift from striving to being is the foundation of a beginner's mind, a mind that is open, ready, and free from the burden of knowing. The physical posture of meditation is not merely a practical starting point but the very essence of the practice. Sitting cross-legged with a straight spine is not a means to an end. It is the expression of the practice itself. This posture promotes stability and alertness, allowing the mind to naturally settle into a spiritual awareness. Symbolically, it represents non-duality, the understanding that apparent opposites are part of a single, harmonious reality. In the lotus position, the two legs become one. Similarly, the distinctions we make between life and death, body and mind, or self and other begin to dissolve. This posture is a physical enactment of a fundamental truth. Everything shares the same essential nature. Breathing practice deepens this awareness of unity. By simply following the breath in and out, we observe the seamless flow between our inner world and the outer environment. The breath becomes a bridge, showing that there is no solid boundary between me and everything else. This practice reveals our true nature, which is not our personal story or ego, but this vibrant, interconnected awareness. Furthermore, as we concentrate on the breath, our usual constructs of time and space start to soften. The anxious mind, fixated on past regrets and future tasks, relaxes into the perpetual present of the inhale and exhale. The clock time of this afternoon gives way to the simple, undifferentiated succession of moments. This leads to a core principle: observation is far more powerful than control. Our instinct is to manage, manipulate, and force outcomes, in life and in our own minds. Yet the world is inherently disorderly, and attempts at rigid control are ultimately futile and exhausting. The wiser path is to step back and watch, to allow people and situations to be as they are, intervening only when absolutely necessary. In meditation, this means we do not battle our thoughts. Trying to suppress or control the mind's activity only creates more tension. Instead, we learn to let thoughts arise and pass like clouds in a vast sky, gently returning our attention again and again to the anchor of the breath. The effort is not to create silence, but to sustain a soft, persistent focus. Naturally, this practice brings adversity. Restlessness, fatigue, boredom, and discouragement are not signs of failure. They are the very material of practice. Like weeds that can be composted to enrich a garden, these difficult mental states, when observed without judgment, nourish our growth. The struggle to maintain your posture or to return from distraction is like a wave that strengthens you each time you meet it. With correct and patient effort, the effort to simply continue, the waves gradually lose their intensity. Progress in Zen is not a linear climb toward perfection, but a deepening of resilience and presence through the honest engagement with whatever arises. Here, the conventional idea of excellence is turned on its head. Society celebrates the good horse, the naturally talented individual who obeys with effortless grace. Zen, however, values the bad horse, the one that requires the whip, because it is through difficulty that profound discipline is cultivated. A student who struggles deeply but persists with patience often develops a stronger, more stable mind than a gifted one who may plateau when effortless talent is no longer enough. The aim is not brilliant achievement, but unwavering perseverance. In this context, what looks like failure can be the truest success. Ultimately, this practice is not about seeking excitement, dramatic experiences, or special states of achievement. It is about bringing a calm, focused attention to the ordinary routines of daily life: eating, working, cleaning, speaking. The goal is not to generate peak experiences but to cultivate a steady, quiet happiness that is not dependent on external stimulation. This is perhaps the most challenging instruction: to do something without seeking any reward beyond the action itself. Whether you are cleaning a floor or cooking a meal, the activity, performed with full attention, becomes what is called pure activity. It is an act of giving your complete self to the moment, which is, at its core, an expression of your interconnected nature with all things. The book closes by bringing you full circle to the realization that this profound freedom and peace are found not in acquiring something new, but in fully inhabiting your own life, with a mind that is always fresh, always a beginner's.